Good evening, everybody. It's Sean here. I'm coming to talk to you about keeping hiking fresh. One of the ways I like to keep hiking fresh is by looking at the world in different ways. For instance, I often bring a compass with me and I try and guess if I know what way is what and see it by how far off I am. So every once in a while, when I'm nice and spun around, I pull out the compass, take a test, see if I know what way's north. Just sort of tickles that part of your brain that you use for navigating. Maybe you don't use it, but trust me, it's in there from our ancient ancestors who wandered the plains and mountains and frickin' glaciers and seas. It's in there, and you can navigate. And so I was sort of thinking about some things to do to freshen up my hikes this summer. I'm planning on doing quite a few hikes. I finally sucked it up and bought a parks pass. Typically, I don't do much in the parks. I like Kananaskis Country, and I like the area sort of like in the Stanford Range behind Windermere. That's to the east of Windermere. That's where I spend most of my time. But I figured, you know what? I'm not going to just race out to Windermere and avoid the parks. I'm going to take my time, actually explore the incredible Banff and Kootenay National Parks. So I'm doing that. And as part of that process, what I decided to do is actually make a few videos. And over my life, in terms of the hiking I've done, I've taken zero photos and almost no video. So I've had fun with that. But I wanted to do something else as well. And what that is actually to do some drawing. If you've read my blog before, you'll know that one of the things that I was absolutely the worst at in school was art. So what I did was I got some books right here and here to help me learn how to draw. Because trust me, if you've ever seen anything I've drawn, I need all the help I can get. And so I'm going to do a little practice with those books. I got this sucker, look at this. Pretty skookum. A book here for actually sketching in. It's got a hardcover. I'll probably put it in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get wet because inevitably it will get wet. So my goal is to do some actual sketching on the trail. You know, maybe if it's something you'd stop and take a photo of or a video of, for instance, ants in an anthill, alpine flowers, the view from a peak, a tree, termite paths in a fallen tree, anything, a fossil. I'm going to try and sketch it and work on getting better at sketching. And also I guess, ultimately what's going on is getting better at looking at the world and understanding it and drawing it and experiencing it. So it's going to be fun. So what I'll do is when the inspiration strikes me and I'm out hiking, I'm going to do some sketches and I'll show them to you here. And it may inflict a certain amount of pain on you because they might be rough, but what can you do? It's going to be fun. So I'm going to do that. And then also in the mail I have coming, I have actually, on the theme of looking at things in a different way, I have a microscope coming that's going to be able to be attached to my camera. It's really cheap, comes from China. So I'm going to take microscopic footage of fossils and flowers and possibly insects. We'll see how it all works out. Just to give you another look at the Rockies. So stay tuned, and in the meantime, what can I say? It's going to be another day, another 50 cents for us all, isn't it? I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.